Hey, it's Erin from One Household Under God, and today I'm going to go over what I have chosen to use for second, third grade um, for the 2016-2017 school year, and kind of why I chose that and went with that. First of all, I use My Father's World, and we have went through for second and third grade adventures, and I'll show you the teachers. I'm going to keep looking down because all my stuff is like right here surrounding me. This is the teacher's manual. This is an old edition, but I actually bought a whole set used. So the new one will look different than this, but this is My Father's World Adventures, and so far loving it. One of the reasons I chose this is because it had everything laid out for me, and it includes Bible, history, geography, and science. And I'll show you some of the books that it includes. If you want to look at the entire set, then I would get on My Father's World and look at that. And I will actually link that below so you can go to that and look. One of my favorite things is everything is laid out for me. Um, Bible, spelling, handwriting. I do not do the spelling. I'll explain what I do with that. Um, and everything is laid out. And it is a Monday through Thursday program. It includes on Fridays nature, which I will make a whole different video on what we do on Fridays, because I include my fifth grader and she is working on a different program, and I will make another video and showing what I use for fifth grade. I was kind of tired of doing every single subject myself and writing everything out and figuring out, like, are they spending enough time on this? Are they spending enough time on that? I love this program. Everything that we do every day includes Bible. Bible verses are in every subject that we do, and everything's laid out for me. And it allows me to choose I choose their handwriting, I choose their language arts, and I will show you what I chose for them there because of the level that they were at. These are some of their science books that they use. A lot of Usborne is used in My Father's World. Um, Another reason I chose My Father's World, I have twin boys. Uh, they just turned 9, and they're very hands-on. And a lot of these science, there's experiments. They love to do stuff. They do stuff with their hands every single day. Another thing I like, this is the Discoverer's Bible. It is perfect for little kids. The way the NIRV, which I had actually never heard of that, but it's for early readers. My fifth grader uses this for her assignments. It just puts it in a way that they understand. Plus, has quite a few pictures in here. And like I said, they're hands on, but they're visual. They love to look at colorful pictures while I'm reading and doing things with them. Another thing they have in there is Exploring American History. This is a bigger book. This is something that I read to them. Also, this one, American Pioneers and Patriots. This is fairly colorful, simple pictures. Right now we are on learning about voyages and Christopher Columbus, and today we made ships, and we sailed them in the bathtub, and they loved it. We done the science experiment, and we were learning about air, and I was wondering how it was going to apply this science, just an experiment about air, and then then all of a sudden, the next day they build their ships, and they started blowing on the sails, and they said, "Look, I'm pushing air." Got it. Success. Bam. Um, Other things, Thanksgiving story, 4th of July, North American Indians, red, white, and blue. These are some of the read alouds on the banks of Plum Creek. Squanto, The Courage of Sarah Noble, Farmer Boy, In Grandma's Attic, Mountain Born, and Sarah Witcher's Story, which we will get through all of those this year. They recommend primary language lessons, which I actually already had, but they don't start it, I think 1 month into it, then you start this. We're going to do this pretty slow. The boys, them being boys, them being twins, they're very resistant readers, and they can read, and they can read their early readers. However, they weren't grasping some of the phonics rules, and I thought I'm gonna go back and completely kind of restart with the phonics rules. That's why, because we're not doing the spelling, because I'm actually doing all the vowels and the consonants, and then we're working into blends and digraphs and going that route, because I don't want them to miss anything. So that is why I chose The Ordinary Parent's Guide to Teaching Reading. They have their book box, which I will show you. Apparently, maybe another day. And I have it has a basket time, a book basket time in your schedule, and I have filled that with below their grade level in reading, on their grade level, and right above. So some days they're challenged. I tell them to pick something different every day, so they can't pick the easy readers every day. So sometimes they're a little bit challenged, but then I want them to have those total success days and be able to, I read the whole book. Yes! But the reason we're doing this is we're completely going back where they're going to learn all the rules with it. And I just didn't want them to miss anything, because I knew they weren't grasping those. And since we've started that, and their book basket and their free reading has gotten so much better just by grasping certain just the certain rules that apply to the letters and the vowels and the blends and the digraphs. It's making them sound out and making them put all those little things together, and their reading is really becoming better. Their fluency and their comprehension, it's working. Since I have twins, so I have 2 books, but I went with A Reason for Handwriting. I actually went with something else, Handwriting Without Tears, at first, but they weren't ready to go from manuscript straight to cursive. So I got this transitions book for them, so they could transition from manuscript into cursive. And they like it. I like it because it is short and sweet. Day 1, day 2, day 3, and 4. And on day 4, they will trace this, but they actually have paper in the back to write the entire thing on. So they're learning little short bits and pieces, then they transition to cursive. So they'll learn a letter a day, and then they'll learn a word, and then they apply it. And actually everything that they are doing as far as writing on Fridays or Thursdays, Fridays, is a verse. So I do like that everything in here, they are copying down a Bible verse. And as for their math lessons for a living education, level 2, um, went back a little bit. They are pretty quick when it comes to math. They grasp so quick. However, I went back a little bit so they wouldn't miss anything as far as this too. I love this. Again, short, sweet, colorful lessons that involves a story, hands-on. My boys are the type, like I said, they're hands-on. However, if they don't see a reason that they're doing something, they don't want to do it. If you cannot show them how this applies to real life, or why am I doing this, Mom, then they don't want to do it. And this book gets it and gets kids like this with the hands-on, and they need a reason to do this and how it applies to their everyday life. This is great. You can actually get this from Masterbooks, and I will link below where I got a lot of my books. Like I said, I did get the My Father's World set used, but I will put their site up so you could find that grade level and that set. That is what I chose for second, third grade level for 2016-2017 year. If you have any comments, leave them below. Contact me on Facebook or YouTube and let me know, and ask me any questions, and I hope to hear from you. Thank you.